Peekaboo.
Julian is happy, he's resilient, and he's strong-willed.
Oh, big boy.
It is very hard to believe that at one point we were told he had absolutely not a chance to survive.
It's a duck. Yes.
We were diagnosed at our 20-week ultrasound. We were told he had a congenital diaphragmatic hernia. When you hear the words hernia and fatal and terminate, your heart just sinks, and you just want to find any type of hope that your baby can somehow have a possibility, even if it's small, of surviving.
I was still hopeful, and I just always felt like he was going to make it.
Congenital diaphragmatic hernia is a defect where the diaphragm, the muscle between the abdomen and the chest, doesn't develop properly. And during development, abdominal organs migrate up into the chest. So kids are born with lungs that are just simply too small.
Our main goal as parents was to find the very best care we could possibly find. I found out about Dr. K's through another family that had been to him. And this mother guided me to Dr. K's at Hopkins All Children's.
We lived in California at the time.
After talking to Dr. K's on the phone, I knew without a doubt that this doctor cared.
What you doing, little guy? What you doing, huh?
It felt like a huge stretch, and it felt like just this big idea that we would be moving across the U.S. At the end of the day, we would have sacrificed whatever we had to, and so we made the choice to come. I was 36 weeks pregnant.
Flew down to Florida and relocated.
We've been doing this for a long time, and we've learned that just about every child with diaphragmatic hernia has enough lung to survive.
My babies.
Delivering a CDH baby is not a typical delivery.
There wasn't a cry. We didn't hear him cry at all.
What's his first name?
Julian.
Having organs in the chest severely affects lung growth. And that's what we struggle with. Not the surgery to move the organs back, that's fairly straightforward. But how do we keep kids alive with lungs that are fundamentally too small? Coming off ECMO. Yeah, that's exciting. Kids that are on the severe end of the spectrum sometimes need heart-lung bypass called ECMO. And we're big believers that when ECMO is necessary, it can be life-saving. Good job. Good job. You got this. National survival with diaphragmatic hernia babies on ECMO is only 50%, and our survival with diaphragmatic hernia on ECMO exceeds 90%. So that's a big part of the difference when you're taking care of the sickest patients.
Hi, Julian. Julian spent 62 days in the CVICU. As hard as it is to see your child going through all of that, all I saw was just this whole team at All Children's, just together surrounding my baby with love to get him better.
I'm the number one. You're number one. There are some principles of taking care of these kids that are critical. We have to believe they can survive. We have to be gentle to their lungs. We have to get their diaphragm repaired, and we have to be able to do really good ECMO.
When so many people don't give your child a chance to survive, and then somebody has hope to say, hey, I believe in them. There's no words to describe that.
Good job. The long-term mission is to teach more and more people to do it with the same passion that I have, but right now I'm doing what I need to do and what I'm supposed to be doing.
Blow out the candle. All right!
Julian is an awesome kid.
You would have never known that he was a miracle child.
Julian should be spectacular. His brain is in good shape, he's eating well, of course he can play sports. We want kids to go out and really embrace life.
He's our little survivor and our little hero, for sure.